What is your truth? You've probably heard that word truth bandied around quite a lot, but do you really know its significance? I've discovered how absolutely powerful it is, and I would love to share that with you. So, it's Lisa Jayne here, and what I want to talk to you about is this concept of truth, because it's not just a word. The idea of truth, or the concept that we have in our mind, it sometimes gets corrupted by our life experiences and by what we've read, what we're told. I'd like to introduce you to something that you may not be thinking about when it comes to this term of truth. Actually, I would really love to use a different word rather than truth. What I would love to do is create my own word for this. That way, when I use this word, there's not all these other thoughts and concepts that are being placed on the word in people's heads so that we can be open to what it really is. I'd like to call it like Inji, inner energy. And I might do that soon, but maybe not today. So can you imagine in this moment, just stop for a minute wherever you are in your life. In this moment, if you are completely you, if you are doing exactly what it is that feels good for you, that feels honest, that feels true, that feels fulfilling, in this moment, if every part of you is right here and now with in this truest way, I'm being completely honest about who I am. I'm turning up exactly how I am, which means that there's no parts of me that are not speaking up because I'm scared of not being approved of, or because I want acceptance, or because I'm trying to hold a relationship together. There's no parts of me that are trying to control my children because I don't want them to go out into the world and be failures, or I don't want people to think a certain way about me because of the way my kids behave. There's not a part of me that's working really hard so that I can get approval, so that I can get a promotion, so that I can feel better about myself. None of those parts exist, right? All those parts are a way that we try to get something from the outside to make ourselves feel good. Now, if we have those parts operating in ourselves, and we all do because we're human, I think that's part of our growth process. So there's nothing wrong with that. All I'm suggesting is that when there are parts of us that are split off, if you like, from our truth, in order to get a sense of feeling okay about ourselves, or a sense of looking good, or a sense of being loved, or to be accepted and approved, to feel secure, then we don't really come into the full power of our truth. If we can heal those parts of ourselves that are looking out, that are putting our power in external things, and come back into being completely in this moment and happy with who we are right now, and really being honest with what I am right here in this moment, and being beside myself, being my own best friend, stepping into who I really am, warts and all, and accepting all of those things in me, and knowing that this is where my power is. When I can step back into this place, can you see how there's no parts of me that are reaching out, that are walking away from myself? There's no parts of me doing that. Everything is right here in my truth right now. What happens is that energy, the emotional energy that we use, stepping away from our truth to get what we think we can only get from outside, that emotional energy is released. It feels so good. And you feel so light, and you feel so free. But there's a physical feeling of energy in the body, because that emotional energy isn't being caught up and bound up in these relationship dynamics or these behaviors. searching outside. All of that emotional power is mine to use right now when I stand in my truth, when I step into my personal power. And this is who you really are. Those behaviors and those things that you're doing, they're just, like, that's our programming. That's what we've been taught to do. We didn't really probably have any other strategies to meet our emotional needs. But now is the opportunity for you to learn how to step back into your personal power, to find your truth in this moment, to bring all of that power back into now so that you can use it. And why would you do that? Why would you? Why would you even consider doing that? Because of the way it feels on the inside. It feels unshakable. You have a sense of confidence, self-assurance. You don't walk into a room full of people and feel like, oh my God, I just got to pretend that I got my shit together. It's like, you're just there. You're just being you. You don't have to be or do anything else other than what you're doing right now. Because you love yourself and you accept yourself and you know how incredibly powerful you are. You have mental clarity, because what starts to happen is the more you step into your truth, the more intuitive you become. You begin to feel what's right for you. You might meet people and they may have beautiful words and they may look amazing, but your truth is going, something is not right here. And because you trust yourself so much, because you know that your truth will never let you down. It's probably the only thing that will never let you down. Mental note that one, that's pretty important. Everything else is going to change. But the inner you, your truth, your personal power, it's going to be there all the time. So when it gives you a feeling that that person is not who they say they are, even though everything looks beautiful, you know to believe it. So you're actually keeping yourself emotionally safe. And I think our pattern of reaching out for ourselves has made us feel like we're not emotionally safe. And feeling emotionally safe is the best feeling ever. So stepping into your personal power and coming into your truth is what you do for you. And I believe that's actually our purpose. That's our real purpose. Because when we get that, when we actually know how to come in, how to remove what's in our way, and we step in that place, we have incredible personal power which influences everyone around us and our communities. We're not being something that we truly aren't. We're actually fully who we are meant to be right now. And that is so powerful because we are in complete alignment. So I would love to recommend that you step into your personal power, that you check out my other videos on how to remove what's in the way or what stops you from doing that, and then how to add things into your life which keep you turning your eyes inward and focusing on that power that's in you. Because when you're operating from this place and moving out into the world, the things that you can create, the relationships that you have, and the abundance that flows to you, it's next level. And I think you owe that to yourself. I'm sending you love for a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me.